there's unlimited creativity when you have no boundaries. Stipple All Seasons borders will give you the freedom to create like a true designer using Eileen's Build-A-Border technique. Eileen has created this newest Stipple collection featuring over 20 embroidery designs, plus instructions to make the summer topper quilt. You'll enjoy the freedom of using Eileen's Build-A-Border technique as you mix and match the borders with seasonal flower medallions, cornerstones, and accents. With just a few simple steps, you can create a border any length to suit your projects.
I'm excited to share with you our new All Seasons Border collection. This is 7 different borders that you'll use to create a border in any length. Let's take a look. First we have Flying Geese, and then Sawtooth, Ohio Star, Triangle, Diamond, and Zigzag. I think my all-time favorite though is the Pinwheel. And this adorable little design was actually built of 2 repeats. One of the main border design, which is 3 designs, and then the accent, which is 1 more. Here, let me show you in samples. Here we have the main design and then the accent, and so I can make this border any length I desire. You'll just make a quilt sandwich that's longer than your finished length of your border, plus some extra inches for hooping. And then you'll just repeat that design over and over till you fill the whole length of that you need. I did this in about a half an hour. Each of these designs takes only 9 minutes to stitch, so imagine how quickly you can embroider a border. Let's take a look at the center block. This block is actually made of 3 embroidery designs. Our first design is the center motif, and then we have the doodads, I call them doodads, on the left and the right. Now there's a kind of fun little trick in here. Each of the embroidery designs has placement guides that are stitched right on the fabric, and that allows you to perfectly square and center and evenly space all of these motifs without any measuring. So let's take a look at how we start. We're going to start with a large quilt sandwich, bigger than your finished block and most certainly large enough to hoop. I've stitched my first motif and the alignment marks that are included in that design. Then it's time to rehoop and move the quilt sandwich over and capture those placement guides in the sewing field. And I'll show you why. Because when I place my next design, I want to make sure that the placement guides that are included in this design line up with those that are already stitched on the fabric. And I advance to stitch number 1, and the needle will travel to this point. And I'll watch it sew right over this alignment mark, and then it'll travel down here. I don't actually have to stitch it. I just want to watch the needle travel over it. And if it nails it, I'm good to go, and I know as soon as I finish this design, everything will be evenly spaced. If it's not aligned, if I'm in Magna-Quilter, Magna-Quilt and Borders, or Snap Hoop, I just lift my top frame, slide my fabric, maybe tug on it a little bit to get it smooth, and then I'm ready to go. If I'm in a traditional hoop, I most certainly could use my templates and rotate the design so that I am perfectly aligned. So I think you'll really love these new techniques with our All Seasons Border collection.
Be confident, be creative. Make flawless quilt blocks that reflect your unique style. Order Stipple All Seasons borders today.